Hey guys, it's me. I'm back for another Vox Machina episode chunk review. This time it's season 4, episodes 4 through 6. These were an emotional roller coaster. Unlike last time, I think I do have to block them off into the individual episodes. And like last time, spoiler alert for the episodes. Want to know my non-spoiler thoughts? I really liked it, and like I said, emotional roller coaster though, so you are warned. But anyway, so our first episode of the chunk was dedicated towards Terry, and we got to see what of an a-hole father he has and how that has influenced him, but it makes him a better character despite it. And it was really cool to see like him try to hang on to the image of his papa, and like he was grasping for straws there, which daddy issues is definitely something that Vox Machina is familiar with. And how that made them like him even more. Also, this was the reference episode because there were a lot of references to the campaign. Two big ones were the flying carpet, because we can't exactly get a flying carpet from Alora's castle anymore, because the dragons kind of blew that up. And then also we got a nod to the Deck of Many Things, or I forgot their non-copyright version of it, Deck of Wonders or whatever they called it. But that was a nice nod, and I wonder if it'll come back, because we know a certain character really likes those cards if you know the campaign. But yeah, we had another mining related episode, which enter Dr. Doofenshmirtz meme. Anyway, moving on to the second episode, episode 5. This one was the heist episode that we got previewed to way back at, like, I think it was Comic-Con. And it was really cool to see all the moving parts, and then them having to adapt, like getting Pike with the Titanstone knuckles, Keyleth, the nature druid, getting mad at the technology and just destroying it. And then we had the Scanlan fan, which gave us a clue and hint to what Scanlan has been doing while the season has been going on, which I can't wait to see where we catch up with him and all of that. I really hope they include a moment with Vex, but I don't know if they will. If you know, you know, from the campaign. But yeah, like with all heists, it goes awry and it doesn't go well. Also, some truths were revealed, some truth bombs along the way. So even though they got what they came there for, mostly through grog, the team is still a little fractured because we find out some big things like how Vex and Percy got secretly married, which is different from the campaign because they made a whole like one shot dedicated just to the marriage. So that was interesting and not expected at all. And then we had what we do know from the campaign and was still true to the campaign, which is Vax's plague arm thing he's got going on. And what that means, that got revealed. It was all really cool, and I like the designs here for the Cobalt Soul, like all the inner buildings, and also their protector of the library. And I do like the whole concept of we have an anti-magic field to stop anyone who's a magic user, but if they somehow can dispel the anti-magic field, then the protector, who is fueled by magic, awakens to take them out. I really like that concept, and the design for the protector was really creepy and cool. And to see Giant Pike fight it was interesting. I also got to give it up to Travis for really convincingly pulling off pontificating and using SAT words while still keeping the grog voice. And this was just a very fun episode overall, which kind of juxtaposes episode 6, which, if I remember correctly, because they all kind of bled together. Episode 6, part of it was Pike and Grog investigating her vision that she got in the last episode, but then also Vex and Keyleth and Percy and Vax trying to resolve their issues, especially with the big secrets that came out. And before I get to the heavy stuff here, it was cool to see like how Percy internalized it, but Vax is like, no, that's not the case at all, my dude. It's just, I'm sad I wasn't there for this big event because I won't be at any others. Likely. And I likely won't have any myself. And so to miss out on this big one was kind of a big deal. And he's like, yeah, I get it. And then you had Keyleth and Vex solving their issues the Vox Machina way, which was to get absolutely shit-faced. And then to go yell at the Raven Queen. The Matron of Ravens. Sorry. Copyright. The Matron of Ravens. And that led to a nice, sweet moment between the two of them. And I like the little extra nod that Vex threw up. And Keyleth was like, hey, usually that's my job. That was a fun little moment. Then we gotta talk about it. Pike and Grog going back to, I think it was Rexingtrum, and like seeing all the damage that had been done by the giants and the dragon, the half giants and the dragons. And we got to see Pop Trickfoot, which it's always a treasure seeing him. And he got himself a girl. Unfortunately, the girl has walked him into a cult. Uh-oh. And the cult is led by Andy Serkis. I don't know if Andy Serkis is supposed to still be the Whispered One or not. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Because in the comics, he only had like one big lackey. And at the end of the episode, we get the reveal that the gray-haired woman that we've been ominously showing this whole time, and has even fought the team at Gilas Aramente, is actually, dun dun dun, Delilah. Back from the dead. Ooh, Percy's reaction to that is gonna be so heavy. But instead about that, we gotta talk about something else heavy. Because Pop calls Grog his son and gives him a locket, which is like, oh, my heart. He called Grog a true Trickfoot. And then they had to fucking kill him. Why do you have to do that? That was not in the campaign. But they also continue to hint at things going on with Pike. Like her ancestor. Also, the Big Pike theory, which I won't go into here because I'm going on for too long. And also, it not only spoils possibly this campaign, it also spoils one of their side mini campaigns. So we'll maybe talk about it in the future if you want. But anyway, that's it for me now. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know what's coming up next and how they're going to handle it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Till the next chunk. Peace.